provide one long blast on the ship's whistle.
Alright everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel of hiking and photography adventures in Aotearoa, New Zealand. You know the drill. Welcome back. It has been a long time, and it's been a long time since I've done a decent length hiking trip. In fact, since I had to come off Te Araroa, I haven't done any overnight trips. So we're easing back into it with something a little different for us, and that is the Queen Charlotte track, top of the South Island. We're actually doing it with a tour company, and so we're staying in the luxury lodges along the way, and they are transporting our luggage. So we're just walking with day packs. So it's kind of like the hiking equivalent of glamping, I guess. So we're looking forward to that. It's not really our style, but we had a gift voucher that we wanted to use, and so we're gonna see what that's like and take you along for the journey.
It just flew.
So it's a really nice track, really gentle, really even. I mean, it's probably not that far removed from like a kind of four-wheel drive track, really. And it's just climbing up through this absolutely beautiful beech forest. There's plenty of weka. We just stopped because Angie's just found another one. We stopped in School Camp Bay or Schoolhouse Bay or something like that for some lunch, and saw a whole bunch of dolphins swimming around in the bay, so that was pretty freaking cool. Yeah, it was pretty amazing to experience something like that first day out on the trail. It kind of reminds me why that we come out into the wilderness like this. Yeah, and we had a couple of wekas running around us while we were eating. So feeling good, feeling pretty relaxed and genuinely enjoying myself. It's been a pretty full-on year since leaving the trail, been going straight into work. Both of us were working on the same job, and it was pretty full-on all year through. We both got COVID. And have really struggled to get back into fitness, to get back into hiking, and to get back into photography, which are the things I love. It's the plane flying over. I haven't really had much of an opportunity to just relax and really enjoy myself, and yeah, so doing this walk is a really gentle, easy way to reintroduce ourselves to the outdoors, because we're not carrying heavy packs, we're not camping, we're not cooking meals. We're staying in luxury accommodation each night. We can eat at restaurants and have showers, and our luggage is carried for us. But we get to spend all day, every day, just walking a very easy track, very manageable distances, in a really beautiful environment, and just take it in, take our time, go nice and slow, and enjoy ourselves. And that's what we're doing. which is why we're here in Resolution Bay, where there's a shop. So we've deviated off the track by about 15 minutes, and we have cold drinks and we have coffees on the way. So it's about as good as the wilderness experience gets, I think.
Something's biting the crap out of me.
Something's biting the crap out of Angie. Okay, well, we've finished walking for the day and we've arrived at Furno Lodge, which is our first luxury accommodation for the night. This place is pretty sweet, so let me show you around our little unit that we're staying in. So it's pretty straightforward. You've got your mini fridge, there's a luggage, gets dropped off, so that's what we'd have to carry on our backs. Although of course we wouldn't carry all that, and that's what we actually have to carry on our backs. You can probably just see through the trees is the sea and bedroom. Good morning. It is day 2 of the walk. So today is a nice easy day. It's about 12 kilometres. We go from Furno Lodge round to Panga Cove Resort. So it's pretty flat. We basically stay at sea level or close to the whole way, and we've got this nice wide path. So it's a nice chill, relaxed day, which is great because tomorrow is the hardest day of the walk. It's the longest day, but it's also the most physically demanding as well. It's a lot colder today, which has its positives. We're not sweating and it makes the walking a lot more relaxed, but every now and then we do get quite a chilly breeze and it gets a little cold, and we have just got the odd, just very, very light showers coming through as well. So conditions are not, I suppose, as nice, but you know, it's the shortest day, so who cares? And we're just walking through beautiful forest, seeing a few more birds, and just really enjoying ourselves. Saw a weka with some babies, seen a lot of damage from the storms that have come through. So the last 2 years in a row, there's been big storms that have hit the top of the South Island and damaged the Queen Charlotte track, and on a number of occasions it was actually closed, and we actually had to postpone our walk originally because it was closed. So we're coming along about a month later than we originally planned, and yeah, so we've really seen pretty clearly the destruction from that heavy rainfall that has come through. end of day 2, and we are at Panga Cove Resort, and we seriously have a sweet room. I'll show you around, but it's really nice and modern and spacious. We're very stoked, and we have the best sight at this place, as I'll show you in a second, because we're right up the top. We've got epic views looking right down over the whole bay, and the best thing is in the morning we're going up a long way, so we get a head start over everyone else. So yeah, it's pretty epic. Good morning everyone, it is day 3 and we have just climbed out of Panga Cove where we stayed last night. Had an amazing sunrise, saw some stars last night, it was pretty epic, and so we've climbed up to Kinapuru Saddle, which is basically it's a sort of low point between Queen Charlotte and Kinapuru Sounds, and we're going to basically follow this ridge all day. So the ridge is up behind me there, and we head up there, and it's basically a ridge that runs along between the two sounds. We'll be looking down into both sounds, and we'll go all the way along that ridge up and down for about 24k. So it should be a beautiful day. As you can see, it's blue skies, it's sunny. There's not too much wind, it's nice and warm, might get hot. Yeah, this is an epic day to be hiking this section. This is the best section of the track, it's the hardest, it's got the best views, it's the day you want the nice weather, and the gods have delivered, so let's get on with it. We've just made it to a lookout called Eatwell's Lookout, which is about a 15-minute hike up a very steep hill just off the track. Check it out, it's definitely worth it, isn't it? The views are epic. Over here we have Endeavour Inlet, which is basically where we've just walked around the entire shore of the whole thing over the last couple of days. And then in behind, that way, you have Queen Charlotte Sound, and out there is the North Island. And then if we look around behind us, you can't really see, but basically the ridge goes back up that way, and that's the ridge we're going to follow. Queen Charlotte Sound that side, Kinapuru Sound on that side. The views are just unbelievable, and the weather is absolutely perfect today. There's just enough breeze to keep you cool, but it's not unpleasant. It's sunny, but it's not baking hot. I mean, so good, so good. The Bay of Many Coves shelter and just had lunch in a really awesome spot with a little weka and a couple of welcome swallows to say hi to us while we eat. Had a delicious lunch from Panga Cove, and yeah, we're gonna carry on. It's taken us about 3.5 hours including stops to here, so we're probably about an hour behind kind of the posted time, but we did do a half-hour detour and also have quite a few breaks. So, and there's tons of daylight. So it's just after midday, and I mean it's not dark till 8 o'clock, and we've got head torches anyway. So certainly no worries there. Such an easy track, nice wide open, beautiful views. Today is such a good day. Morning. So it is day 4. So we just walk out to Anakiwa today, about 20 kilometres. Should take us about 7 hours. First bit is this huge big climb which actually takes us to the highest point of the whole trail. We run along a top ridge for a little bit and then we start to descend down to sea level and then follow the coast back to the jetty where we get picked up. So yeah, it's first part of today is going to be pretty challenging and then the second half of the day will be cruisy. But it's a good climb up for this first morning in the sun. There's no wind. It's a beautiful day once more. Bring it on. So we are in Picton again, and we're just about to get on the ferry and head back to Wellington. But I just got a little awesome surprise while I was here. So I actually grew up in Marlborough, not in Picton itself, but very close. So I'm very familiar with Picton. And many years ago, for decades, there was a crappy little kids' playground here at the foreshore, and there were these super creepy, kind of quasi-Disney figures in the playground. This is, I suppose, kind of scary Mickey Mouse behind me, and there's a Donald Duck as well. And then they built this brand new Flash playground, and the statues went, which I was very sad about because they're unbelievably creepy and weird, and they're all crumbling and falling apart. The paint had worn off, like something out of a horror film. But it was just an iconic memory from my childhood of this place, and I was very sad they'd gone. And we were just walking along, and I was saying, oh, they should have, moved them and kept them as a kind of monument. And then as we're walking past, we saw these guys behind the playground, and they've restored them. They've I say restored, they've repainted them. So they're looking very Flash. They do look a little bit like pedophiles, to be honest, because they're kind of hiding in the bushes, staring at the kids. But yeah, it's very cool, very cool part of my childhood. I'm very happy to see them. Obviously, they're not actual, trademark certified Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. They're complete fakes and probably massive copyright violations. But go Marlborough.